Pat McAfee has issued a public apology to University of Mississippi student Mary Kate Cornett, nearly 5 months after discussing an unfounded rumor about her on his show. The false rumor, which circulated widely on social media in February, was amplified by outlets including Barstool Sports and McAfee, despite no verification. Although McAfee never named Cornett directly during the February 26 broadcast at the NFL Scouting Combine, he addressed the rumor, contributing to its spread. On the July 23 edition of The Pat McAfee Show, McAfee expressed regret for his role in causing distress to Cornett and her family. He acknowledged that the story was false and apologized sincerely for sharing unverified information. McAfee shared that he recently met Cornett and her family in person, offering a heartfelt apology and admitting that the details he discussed were based solely on internet rumors and reports by others, with no direct knowledge of Cornett's personal life. Cornett spoke publicly about the intense backlash she faced due to the rumor. In April, she told The Athletic that the false story led to severe harassment, including the release of her phone number online. This forced her to seek emergency housing and switch to online classes for safety reasons. She criticized sports broadcasters, particularly ESPN, for discussing her sex scandal, despite it being completely false, and indicated plans to pursue legal action against McAfee and ESPN for their role in spreading the rumor. While McAfee avoided discussing the rumor for months on his show, he made a vague statement at a live event in Pittsburgh shortly after the Athletic's report. At that time, he expressed a desire to avoid further negativity and aimed to find a positive takeaway from a difficult situation. Barstool Sports and other outlets involved also issued apologies for their roles. When asked why the topic was not addressed sooner on his program, McAfee explained there were behind-the-scenes efforts and that he wanted to speak directly with Cornett and her family first. He emphasized his appreciation for their willingness to meet and accept his apology. McAfee expressed deep remorse for the pain caused and condemned the harm done by his show's involvement in spreading the rumor. He hopes the situation can serve as a lesson for everyone moving forward, underlining the importance of responsible reporting and the real human impact of misinformation. Pat McAfee recently apologized to University of Mississippi student Mary Kate Cornett, nearly 5 months after he discussed an unsubstantiated rumor about her on his show. The false rumor about Cornett's personal life spread widely on social media in February and was amplified by Barstool Sports and McAfee, even though he never named her directly on air. During a broadcast at the NFL Scouting Combine on February 26, McAfee addressed the rumor, which caused significant distress for Cornett. On the July 23 edition of The Pat McAfee Show, McAfee expressed remorse and acknowledged that the story was false and that his show contributed to the anguish experienced by Cornett and her family. He revealed that he recently met Cornett and her family in person to apologize sincerely, explaining that his comments were based solely on rumors and reports without any personal knowledge of Cornett's life. Cornett told The Athletic in April that the backlash was overwhelming. Her phone number was leaked online, forcing her to move into emergency housing and switch to online classes for safety. She criticized ESPN and others for discussing a sex scandal involving a 19-year-old that was entirely untrue. Cornett has indicated plans to pursue legal action against McAfee and ESPN for their role in spreading the rumor. McAfee had not addressed the issue on his show for months, but did mention it vaguely during a live event in Pittsburgh shortly after the Athletic article. At that time, he said he didn't want to add negativity and hoped to find a silver lining. Barstool Sports and other outlets involved also issued apologies for their part. When asked why the issue wasn't discussed sooner on the show, McAfee said there was a lot going on behind the scenes and he wanted to speak directly with Cornett and her family first. He described the family as wonderful people and expressed gratitude for their willingness to hear his apology. McAfee deeply regrets the pain caused and hopes the episode will serve as a learning moment about the consequences of spreading unverified information and the importance of responsible media conduct.